It's one of those games, isn't it? Can't do much about it, I don't think. Nice, she actually got it. That's big, that's very big. Zac is now level 1, wasting all his time, and she's level 2. That's so big. Welcome, my fellow Misfortunates, to this new episode of Unranked to Diamond. We are playing Emacs Arcane Comet Spam Misfortune, and I normally would not play this build in this matchup because they got like 3 tanks, but I'm the only physical damage dealer in my team, which means they're not going to buy armor after all, so I can one-shot tanks with this if they don't buy armor, as I deal true damage to targets with 90 armor or less. So that's the entire idea behind it. And an auto attack for good measure. Sure. The important part with Emacs Misfortune is you need to also use the slow from your E to get some additional value with auto attacks and Qs. Then you really start punishing them. Also, your EQ combos are something you should be looking for. So, focus. Okay, got it. So, as they're slowed and the minions get low from your E, you can then Q them, or Q the minion to crit them, and they cannot dodge it because they're slowed, right? So, that's the idea. How on earth did that land? It doesn't matter, we have biscuits. This is probably the safest lethality build, as you are guaranteed to be useful in team fights with your crazy utility thanks to Emacs. I'm talking too much and I'm watching my game too little. That's one of my main weaknesses right now. Like as a player in general, or as a YouTuber in general, especially in the early game, I'm focusing too much on talking, and I should be looking where the jungler is and stuff, right? Which got me killed, and I lost 1.5 waves worth of experience. So yeah, now I'm really far behind. But it's alright, as I've said, this build is also very strong if it doesn't get any kills because of the crazy utility. They're probably basing right now. Just making sure I get my minions. Perfect. And then I can base again, grab some more items. Seems about right. There's not much else to do. This is under tower. At least Ezreal didn't get the kill. But the bad news is obviously that I blew both summoners here. Oh, let's take this. Perfect. So now I need to be very careful not to get ganked again, because without flash and heal there's no chance I live. So as long as I don't see Zac, I need to be playing very passively. And the beauty of this is, no matter how the game plays out, as soon as I hit 3 items, because the 3 item power spike is real with this build, as soon as I hit 3 items, I will be one-shotting everyone. Doesn't matter. Except for if they were to buy armor items, which they won't, because we are besides me, a full magic damage team. Just stay back so I don't get killed. I don't lose any minions here too, so who cares? Is Diana really doing dragon? Okay, that's very confident. Get some harass on him. I can farm this under tower. I have 3 long swords. So my attack damage is definitely high enough. the attack speed enough. But hey, I almost got all of them. This is what it looks like when I don't talk, when I actually focus. Pyke is roaming and trying to kill the... Okay, this is Arcane Shift. I could pressure this Ezreal 1v1 very hard, thanks to my E. Ah, okay, now Pyke is back, I need to be careful. They can zone me off of this entire wave now. Because my support is nowhere to be found. Yeah, it looks like they're pushing though, which is odd. I just killed myself, right? Damn, I made a mistake. I greeted for the cannon minion and I died for it. I should not have done this. It's still okay though, I mean... We traded 1 for 1. But this minion wave is very awkward. I'm losing a lot of experience again. Maybe... okay, never mind. Careful, Irelia in the river. Alright, I'm playing less analytic and more, oh come on. And more driven by my emotions, which is bad, because this makes me greed for cannon minions and stuff, right? Okay, that bounce didn't work out. We're still somewhat even in farm though. Right, he dodged the EQ combo. As soon as we hit level 7... No, this is not a good idea. As soon as we hit level 7, the EQ combo is guaranteed to crit. Oh, come on, Malzahar. Pyke's flash. Again, this is still fine. I mean, we're Emaxing, so we do have the utility in teamfights. That's a rough game nonetheless, not gonna lie. Especially considering our mid laner is connecting and disconnecting. I'm losing another wave here. Come on, dude. Okay, that was alright. I would have liked that kill, but it's still good for me. The 1v2. At least I'm not dead, right? Still need to keep myself covered. Ezreal is probably baiting if he's still there. I'm doing too much by myself. Especially considering they got a stealth champion with Mobius. But it's alright, you don't need to be fed every game. I'm still doing decent damage. I need to adjust my macro to the situation. We are getting camped by Zac and Irelia. So I need to just chill. and wait for opportunities to present themselves. Okay, so it doesn't crit right away. Now it will crit. Oh, we hit level 7 because of the E damage. Stick with the team. Nice. Fun fact, when you sell your biscuits, you still gain the max mana. Just in case you wonder why I sold them. It allowed me to buy more longswords, and again, it doesn't hurt me because the mana is still acquired. Let's clear those. E is also a deceptively strong farming tool, as starting from level 7, you can E-auto the caster minions and they die instantly. Maybe a base here for Duskblade. Yeah, it's good. The wave is in a good spot. And by walking there I just die anyway because of, yeah, Zac being bot side. Okay, got that. Was a little bit in a hurry to take it. Else I probably would have bought a control ward too. It's fine. So yeah, the M-Duel power spike. I talk about this like every lethality video, but it's of utmost importance you utilize this when playing Lethality Misfortune. Duskblade, Ghostblade, Lord Dominic's Regards in that order. If you do this, you have the strongest 3-item power spike in the entire game. Because math. Because of how Lethality stacks. I made an entire Lethality guide laying out the math for you. Just in case you wonder why this works. Can't really walk up. Okay, now with Diana I can. Ezreal E on cooldown. Alright, guess that works. Don't need the assist. I don't need gold. Again, this build runs on 0 gold, as you don't even need to spend anything on boots. And you have the utility of your E, and your R is just crazy damage. With lethality. Also, lethality works on towers, which is why they just drop. First tower for us. And max rank in E. That's a 60% AoE slow on an 8 seconds cooldown. That also guarantees an arcane comet hit. It's crazy. You will see, as soon as the team fights start, you will see the power of this, in case you're new to the channel and haven't seen this before. By the way, if you're new, then subscribe for more awesome Misfortune content. Obviously. I do play other AD carries every once in a while, but yeah, Misfortune is my comfort pick. I love this champion. She's so flexible as far as item builds are concerned, which makes her viable in every single meta. If crit items are strong, she plays crit, as you see right now. And if crit items are weak, she plays literally anything else. So Garen is the guy to beat, huh? Now the question for you, do you think Irelia can dive me? Leave a comment right now and we will see how it plays out. Oh, she's looking for it. You saw that aggressive stun. He's looking for the dive. Pathetic. Pathetic boy. All of you who wrote she will dive me, shame on you. Shame on you guys. Keep in mind I was 1 in 4 and she had 5 kills. Not to mention she's an Irelia who just feasts on immobile AD carries. We should get this tower plus Drake, right? Oh, and she dies too. That must feel bad. First getting solo killed by a misfortune, by a 1 and 4 misfortune, and then dying trying to defend the tier 2 mid lane tower. This tier 2 mid lane tower, by the way, opens up their entire map. Makes it very easy for us to invade their jungle now. I hope we get this before Zac comes and checks. Alright, so apparently that doesn't work. Let it reset. It's too risky. Zac might steal with smites. Okay, yeah, Malzahar was too low. I thought we could sneak it, but it was a stupid call in the end. Alright. So yeah, Dustblade, Ghostblade, and Lord Dominic's Regards. These 3 items. You saw with 1.5 items I did a decent amount of damage to Zac. Oh, that feels so bad, right? I still dealt decent damage to Zac, and as soon as I get the 3 item power spike, the M-deal power spike, there's like nothing they can do anymore. Well, except for buying armor, but that just gets them killed by my other 4 team members. They cannot buy armor this game. That's the counterintuitive thing too. Lord Dominic's Regards and Lethality items in combination are good against targets that don't buy armor. Right? Because they still have base armor and you want to penetrate that. Because that's the biggest value, mathematically speaking. And this Irelia is just dead again, right? Yep. We should probably just push this. We're all bot lane. There's not much they can do about it. We have numbers advantage too. Again, I don't need farm. My farm is still decent, considering how the early game went. But I don't really need it. I have my E and I have my ulti. That's all we really need, right? Please don't dive this. Okay, Malzahar spawns more Voidlings. We can keep going, by the way. There's no reason to retreat. Nice, we got the pike. In hindsight, thanks for nothing. In hindsight, letting that mid tower fall is probably a mistake. Even letting that mid tower get damaged is a mistake already. And we should stop. Yeah, we should stop because this is now turning into an overstay. Get my ulti in 5 seconds though. We can definitely do something. I overextended. Didn't wait for my ulti and I overextended into Irelia. It's my bad. Yeah, that was an overstay. Bad macro in general. Grab this. Meanwhile though, Yes, they won the fight because numbers disadvantage, but in exchange we took like their entire top lane. So in the grand scheme of things, I microed this very badly, this fight. But in terms of macro, this play was okay. Because of the crazy value we got top lane. And push one more wave safely before I need to retreat. Very soon I will also be able to just one-shot the caster minions, which is huge quality of life, as I don't need to eat them anymore. Are they really doing Baron? No, they don't. Okay, I was wondering. I was just looking at the minimap and seeing something weird. Yeah, somebody needs to defend that. Diana is on her way. She can definitely hold her own against Garen. Again, we lose the fight with numbers disadvantage. Probably not worth. Well, definitely not worth, but the play in the beginning, it looked promising, but they just have more manpower there. And now Diana just gives up bot lane tower for no reason. He should have stayed there, most certainly. Yeah, now she returns. This Garen is too fast though, he just walks away. I really need my Last Whisper items. Alright, my Last Whisper component. This Drake would be so lovely too, getting Cloud Soul. Too late. Okay. Staying behind my team, waiting for my ulti, 5 seconds. This time I'm doing it correctly. Yeah, this Garen is a pain. But again, now I had 3 items and now I can one-shot him. Pretty sure. Or at least deal enough damage in a team fight to him that my team can finish him off. My next item is also definitely Sanguine Blade. Lifesteal really helps against tanks, as they force you into prolonged fights. Good start, good start. The other one will get away though. And we're still holding onto this mid tower, which is huge from a macro standpoint. As again, mid towers open up your entire jungle. As long as you have them, it's very difficult for the enemy to invade. Okay. My auto attack got cancelled for some reason. But Garen still dies, which is what matters. This build doesn't need kills whatsoever. Especially not now, now that we have 3 items. We deal true damage to almost anyone. Okay, now they start buying armor, that's smart. Denying the one shot. Also Zac has very high HP, so maybe in the like late game I might buy Blade of the Ruined King, but I don't think it's necessary. I think just going more lethality is better overall value, considering they also have Pyke and Ezreal, and also Irelia is easier to deal with lethality. Just need to position safely so I can ult in team fights. That Zac just melting. Make sure to stay with the team. Malzahar is a good person to roam with, as he can protect me with his ulti. If Pyke jumps onto me, for example. Oh, that's a dead Zac, right? Careful, Garen. They're just dropping. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but it's okay. The important part here was to not ult until Garen commits to not running towards me. Had he ran towards me, I would have just run away with my movement speed. And look at that Arcane Comet damage, 2,300. Let's compare that to... What can we compare it? Maybe to Bard's Electrocute. I'm just here for my E. I don't want to fight, I just want to create a safety zone. Yeah. We should just grab Dragon Soul, to be honest. That's pretty risky, isn't it? Yeah, they know. We don't have a control ward and we still do it. Alright. A little bit too close for comfort. Okay, yeah, we gave up Dragon for this. We should reset. Too much gold. Oh no. Well, that was an overstay. Dude, please don't. Just reset, boy. There's no reason. I guess I do want boots here, right? Attack speed helps against the tanks. Yeah. Alright, so now we get a little bit better kiting and also the lifesteal. Again, lifesteal is so important against tanks. It's actually more important than a Last Whisper item. Because, well, while Last Whisper allows you to go through their armor, the lifesteal allows you to negate their potential thorn mails and to just fight them indefinitely. We should be pushing this, to be honest. Again, I will just stick to Malzahar. Guess that's the smartest play. We collapse on Garen. Again, they cannot afford to buy much armor and it really starts to show. Oh, nice one. Alright. We can at least take all the inhibitors. Look at the Zac just dropping. I just looked at him and he drops almost to 0. I just love this Misfortune build. It's so easy to play, yet so effective. But if you want to see a very unusual Challenger Misfortune build, then click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.